Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Leon Master. Welcome back to another Overwatch League news video. And today, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Yesterday there was a few things, but not enough to really talk about. But today hit hard. So we got almost a lot of things from yesterday, and we got almost everything for today. I'm saying almost, but no, we got everything from yesterday, and we got everything from today as well. Even some leaks from teams as well. And it's just going to be crazy. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, though. We have Shanghai Dragons, the first team we're starting off with. They have signed Erster and are supposedly signing Molly as well on a two-way, which is really surprising to see. And keep in mind, I had no idea who to talk about first, and I was, you know what, maybe Erster will be fun to talk about, and then we'll just go on from there. But we have Erster from Atlanta Reign going to the Shanghai Dragons, and this is a really weird pickup, in my opinion. They have Fleta right now. I'm going to guess they are going to keep Fleta. I at least hope they're keeping Fleta, and he dominated. He was MVP. I don't know if Shanghai Dragons is going on a budget right now. I would highly doubt they're going on a budget. Highly doubt they're going on a budget right now. Signing Erster, really weird to see. They obviously have a plan with him in mind because of Moon. He's a great coach. Also signed Fate now. But Erster coming in, I mean, it's really hard for me to predict what meta he could be used for, with maybe Fleta beside him. It's really hard to see. Maybe Fleta plays a hit scan one time and Erster comes in case they want to switch the double projectile or something like that and mid, fight, and Lip comes in sometimes on the next map. It's weird with this pickup. Fleta's still a great player, but Erster coming in is really strange. I think he's a fantastic player, though, if he's coached under the right team. Last season, he was not a fantastic player. In Season 2, he absolutely was, but we did not see that last season. Then we have Molly on the Shanghai Dragons as well as the two-way. Really weird to see this happen. It's really unfortunate to see him not on the Chengdu Hunters anymore because I thought he was a great player. But I guess he'll be on the Shanghai Dragons as a two-way. I guess he can really show off how good he is on contenders. I think that'll be great for him. He gets more spotlight. He'll start basically all the time now. And it's a lot of things that will show for him. He can be used in maybe double off-sport meta as well. Maybe with Shanghai Dragons, with Molly and Izayaki. Highly doubt he'll come in a lot, though. Maybe like one or twice in like a map. But I really can't see Molly being used at all next season on the Dragons. He'll absolutely be playing a lot for Team CC because he's mainly going to play there. Now we have Toronto Defiant making a fantastic move, signing Aztac from Boston Uprising Academy and also WGS from Alone. This is a fantastic signing from the Toronto Defiant, and I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. They are also supposedly, it has been leaked. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the video just yet, but I will talk about it. Obviously, I don't want to put the whole thing on the screen because I don't know if it's really a full leak or not. I'm going to keep it as a rumor. Keep it as a rumor. I have seen that Sato is being signed to the Toronto Defiant, which I expect to happen because of KDG, and he obviously worked with KDG in Philadelphia Fusion. If they are going to build around a Fusion core, which we all kind of predict to happen at some point, but if it doesn't happen, very surprising. We'll talk about Ivy in the future, though, in this couple of minutes. Ivy's going to NYXL. Anyways, I'm going off track. Aztac on Toronto Defiant, going to be a fantastic off-sport player. I think he'll be a decent replacement for Kariv. He's going to dominate. He's another one of those aggressive off-sports who's absolutely insane. I think he'll definitely be in the top 10 conversation, or at least around it, for sure, for his off-sport play. And I definitely think he'll have a huge impact on this team. I'd love to see what else they build around with Aztac, Logix, and Beast. Obviously, Beast is going to be a sub. I'm still confused on why he went back to Toronto Defiant as a sub and when he could have maybe found a team to start for. And maybe he wants to play as a sub. Who knows what goes on with him. Maybe he wants to be a sub, and they're going to sign Sato, potentially. I think it's going to happen anyways. I think everyone kind of predicted Sato's going to go to Toronto Defiant. If that leak is true, I don't know if it is just yet. I never heard of him before. His name was like Al Gesser, and he got some Toronto Defiant signings back in the Season 3, correct? And he got Beast back as well, and I think Logix re-signed. He got a lot of things right in Season 2 and Season 3. His name was Al Gesser, if I'm correct. He has said Sato may be signed to the Toronto Defiant. I don't know just yet, but as we know right now, things that are confirmed, it is Aztac joining the Toronto Defiant. Toronto fans, be super excited for this one. You signed another great off-sport for this next season for the Toronto Defiant. Now to something I predicted pretty early on, is Nero being leaked to join the Houston Outlaws, and may I say, I'm so excited to see this one. I see a lot of people, almost everyone on social media, be like down on this because like apparently he's not good enough or he's not flexible. Those comments are crazy to me. I think he is super flexible if you remember back from him in Contenders. And even when he got to play his best heroes in Overwatch League, he was absolutely fantastic with his Pharah and even some of his Genji. He can play a lot more than that. I feel like a lot of people don't know that from his Contenders days. He's really flexible in all DPS, particularly DPS in general. And he's a fantastic player under the right team. And we kind of saw that a little bit on the charge, but it was unfortunate for Season 3 because he was, visa issues, COVID, everything. Season 2, he got a lot more shine than next season. And he's he's a fantastic player. I think he's going to fit Houston Outlaws well. And honestly, I think he's going to start. I think Happy and Nero are going to start majority of the time, but huge thing here, I think Dante's going to be in a heavy rotation. I think they'll do like a pattern. You know, Dante plays these heroes on this map, Nero plays these heroes on this map. I think that's going to be a heavy thing we'll see with the Houston Outlaws, if obviously Happy is right as well. Happy's going to be a mainstay. I think a lot of people got to realize Happy is going to be a mainstay in the Houston Outlaws DPS line, and they'll bring Nero in and Dante in occasionally in certain maps, and maybe we'll see Nero and Dante in a few maps as well, which I think is going to be very possible, especially if we see like a Tracer and Genji come back. I definitely think you want Dante maybe on the Tracer and also Nero on the Genji. I think that's going to be happening. And maybe Happy will play like Widowmaker, and then we'll see Widowmaker Genji, and you'll see that with Nero and Happy. Then again, maybe you want to switch that Genji to a Tracer, and then you have Dante do that. You have Genji and then the Tracer. That would be really good for the Houston Outlaws. All around, they have great DPS right now, and they still have hydration if they want to use hydration on flex DPS, which I hope they do, but who knows if he's going to be a main tank for next season. Now on to two NYXL leagues. We're going to talk about the first one real quick, which is something I want to go ahead and get it off. I don't know that much about this player, but it's NYXL signing Feather, and this comes from GG Retcon, which is kind of like Yiska and all of them. I'm pretty sure, if I am correct, I could be very wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is Yiska kind of doing this whole thing, but they have signing Feather to the team. I haven't done that much research on it, but I've looked at my Discord, looked at Reddit, and a lot of people have said he's a solid player. And I honestly, when I've seen some clips, I've not seen a lot, he does look like a solid player that will play for the NYXL, but they kind of signed another player that is really good for the team, and I don't really see Feather getting a lot of playtime unless, you know, certain metas come into way, and we'll see like Feather Ivy or Feather and Guangboong if that also is true as well. So far, they're signing a lot of interesting DPS players that I feel like are under the radar right now. Now on to the next league. We have my boys from CA Esports, CA Overwatch, you guys know them, and also Halo confirming the leak from them is Ivy to the NYXL, which may be really heartbroken to a lot of Toronto Defiant fans. As you can tell already, they're very heartbroken from it, that Ivy cannot return from Toronto Defiant, which is kind of reasonable at this point because he was obviously previously on the team in Season 2. He may not want to go back because of certain things maybe have gone on in that team, but he's going to NYXL, and I think this is going to be a fantastic signing from the team. I think he will do great jobs, especially he did a great job with Philadelphia Fusion, and he'll bring all that to NYXL with Guangboong and also potentially Yakpung. And Yakpung and Ivy coming back, obviously from Toronto Defiant Season 2, which they may want to build a tiny core, like an O2 core maybe, or some kind of pass core NYXL will do. I don't know. But so far, I like the signings NYXL are doing, and I definitely think, you know, it's time for a revamp for this team. They haven't really gotten close to winning, it feels like, recently. Obviously, they've gotten playoffs almost all the time now, but they have not gotten to like that top 4, kind of like we saw last season. Man, I think they're going to get close, maybe. I don't know about this next team. I definitely think they're signing good players, though, and they need to do a revamp, see if it will work. I don't know if they are going to get top 4 at this team, but try it out. Try to do a revamp and see what happens, and keep the pieces that are good at the end of the season. Now this kind of stuff kind of dies down. We got 3 more signings from the Spark, and stuff kind of dies down from here. If you guys have not seen, this Hangzhou Spark has signed MCD, Liga, and I'm sorry I'm going to butcher this name, is Takayaki. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. But if you guys do not know, Liga is an off-tank player in Chinese Contenders. Takayaki is a main tank previously from Element Mystic and also now on Team Diamond. And MCD, I think everyone knows MCD at this point. He was a off support player for Element Mystic, and everyone expected him to be on the Dallas Fuel, but now he's going to the Spark. I think this team fits him well. I've already talked about Liga in almost every video at this point since he got leaked to join the team, and there's still leaked to sign Bernard, and also Bernard got released earlier today as well while I'm making this video, but I talk about Liga a lot. He's a great off-tank player. Weird that they're signing 2 great off-tank players. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe Gujue and Liga will be a tank duo, and Takayaki and Bernard will be a tank duo. I don't know. Takayaki is not as good as Gujue. I would say he's a backup. I would say in general he's just a straight-up backup. Liga and Bernard, I would love to see how these off-tanks kind of like battle for the spot. And you have MCD and Coldus for off-sport. I really think they'll be 2 great for off-sport meta. But all around by that, I'll see who gets that spot mainly beside IDK, if IDK is even going to stay. So we'll see IDK MCD or IDK Coldus. I don't see MCD though, but Coldus is also really good as well. But Spark making a lot of moves. They are rumored to make a 12-man roster, which is really weird at this point. Hey, if they want to do it, they're going to do it. They're signing some solid players. I would say Liga's a great off-tank. MCD, we've known from in the past, he's a good off-sport. But recently, a lot of people said no to that. And Takayaki, he's just a solid player. Most likely going to be a backup though. Now let's diet down a little bit. Some stuff, or it's kind of obvious at this point, as you can tell from a lot of things going on, is Paris Eternal has released basically everyone on their team. Bembest gone, Soon gone, Nico gone, and Exy now on the Dallas Fuel. Basically, the whole team's gone. Sad to see it happen, but they're going on the budget. It must have hit them hard this year, unfortunately. They must have had to at least make a decent amount of money from selling everything to Dallas Fuel, because, you know, they pay a lot. It sucks to see Paris Eternal really kind of throw it all away. Obviously, they have a budget they have to work with, so they have to do it. If they sign the right players, kind of do it LA Valiant kind of thing, I definitely think they'll have a good season in front of them, but it's not going to probably get them far, though. It sucks to see it happen. I think we'll see a lot of, like, Nope maybe come in, or Crimzo, or Paintbrush. We're going to see probably some former Dallas Fuel players on this team. Obviously, a lot of contenders. Maybe McGravy will come back if you guys did not see. I didn't really put it in this video, but if you guys did not see, if you made it this far, Gig and McGravy have joined Revival as well. Maybe they'll try and sign them. They're just trying to warm themselves up a little bit more. I don't know. You know, Gig, McGravy, they were on a budget team. Will they want to do it again? I don't know. McGravy's Overwatch League level. He needs to be in Overwatch League. And if he joins the Paris Eternal, that'll be great. Paris Eternal has a lot of options, I would say, from contenders only. I don't know if they can really sign anyone from Overwatch League right now. It sucks to see it happen, though. But let's go ahead and jump into the next one. London Spitfire, obvious once again. They have released Bernard and Sanguinar. Most likely already going to a team. Bernard, probably the Spark. Maybe Sanguinar goes to the Spark as well. I don't know. But we have not have anything said about Sanguinar. He also posted an LFT post right after this. Bernard, I'm pretty sure he did not, because he's obviously kind of signed with the Spark if we're going off of leaks from Halo of Thoughts. Sanguinar is definitely Overwatch League level. I would see what team he can go to, because he has a lot of options for sure he can go to. I love to see him on the Spark, back with Bernard, and maybe we'll see a new support duo for Sanguinar and MCD. That would be cool to see, but we do not know. Now on to Philadelphia Fusion. They have announced they have re-signed 3 players: Poco, Funny Astro, and Alarm. Kind of obvious players. Funny Astro, one of the best main supports last season. Alarm, obviously one of the best off sports, if not the best off sport last season. Poco, it's weird to see Fury gone, but Poco was definitely really close to Fury's level last season. When he did play, and even the season before that. Poco definitely deserves to stay, but I do gotta say, if you hear it out loud, it is kind of a downgrade right now for Philadelphia Fusion. You have Mano, Poco, or would you take Saddle Fury? I think everyone, at least 90% of y'all said Saddle Fury, at least. And those guys, way better of an upgrade. Poco, Mano, who knows what kind of style they're going for next season, and who knows how this goes out for them in the future. Obviously, I kind of trust 9K, but a lot of things are going on at the Philadelphia Fusion. Really weird to see right now. I think Mano's a great player. Poco's a great player as well. Will they fit together? I don't know. It's going to be weird to see how Philadelphia Fusion performs next season, for sure. But there's not that much really to talk about here just yet. They re-signed 3 of their greatest players on this team. Now on to Chengdu Hunters. Not going to talk about a lot here, but if you guys did not see, Chengdu Hunters, for their announcement, we are excited to announce that Creed and I think it's Yaxi, I guess I say it right, will join the Chengdu Hunters team as assistant coaches. So if you guys did not know, Creed previously coached Guangzhou Charge, and Yaxi coached Flag Gaming. And he had some solid results coming from that team, and also Creed previously on the Guangzhou Charge, now joining the Chengdu Hunters. Great coaching changes, I feel like, also with RUI still on the team. Maybe this will be a great step forward. And also, right after this, they have said that Late Young and Evil Taw will be on their academy team as 2-ways, I'm pretty sure. Then right after this, Chengdu Hunters have said Late Young and Evil Taw will be 2-way players for their team next season. Weird to see it happen, but their new academy team came in, and they're probably going to put some more Watch League players on that. They're not going to be used next season. So Evil Taw and Late Young will probably not be used a lot next season, which sucks to see. Anyways, guys, that was a lot of news from yesterday and the day before when this video is uploaded. So it's kind of today for me. But Shanghai Dragons making moves, Erster, Molly, crazy pickups. Toronto Defiant making a massive pickup with Aztac. Houston Outlaws potentially signing Nero, which is another huge one. I feel like a lot of people need to do more research on him because he's a fantastic player. NYXL signing Feather, Ivy even. Those are going to be some great flex DPS players. Spark signing 3 players, MCD, Liga, and Takayaki, I think I say his name. I'm very sorry if I'm getting it wrong. And Paris releases. It really sucks to see Paris kind of basically fade away. Thanos snapped, honestly, at this point. And they have Bernard, Sanguinar getting released as well. Fusion resigns, and Chengdu Hunters, a lot of changes there. A lot of changes have been happening these past couple of days, and we're only I think a month or 2 into this, so we'll see what goes on until like April is when the Overwatch League rumored to start. We have a lot more to see what goes on. It's going to be crazy. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe down below if you guys want to stay more in tune to Overwatch League news and Overwatch League stuff in general. And if you want to join my Discord down below, we talk about a lot of Overwatch League there as well. And don't forget to follow my Twitter and my Twitch, and don't forget to hit that bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one.